When it comes to good luck charms and superstitions, we've seen it all in baseball. And while most teams put their faith in their lucky bats and their rally caps, the Southeast Polk varsity baseball team has started a new tradition. And the two-time defending state champs firmly believe in the power of the mustache. And that place is loud. And there's one player on Iowa's roster who has gotten a dose of Maryland's fans. What was one of the best seasons in Iowa history is now the best season. Hawkeyes captured the Hero Trophy, an undefeated season, and a school record 12th win. That's right, as if Iowa men's basketball season hasn't been entertaining enough, it's about to get even more exciting. If there's one thing March is known for, it's college basketball. But before the chaos of March Madness gets started, first, it's conference tournament time. If you had to use one word to describe the chemistry of the University of Iowa baseball team, head coach Rick Heller would say, "There's always time for baseball, especially when your team is full of passionate, hardworking, and talented athletes." And this wasn't the first Big Ten matchup that came down to the final seconds for Iowa this season. With 5 different teams playing in and out of the top spot for the conference, it's clear that you can't sleep on any squad, whether they're 0-12 or 12-0.
While one sideline celebrates, the other sideline leaves Indianapolis heartbroken. The Iowa Hawkeyes were just seconds away from clinching their 13th win of the season.
And their last point came with 6 minutes left on the clock. It seems the Iowa Hawkeyes caught an offensive drought. Football talk continues on this Wednesday as college football rankings came out again on Tuesday night. The only thing changing this week was Oklahoma State grabbing the number 6 spot behind Iowa. Jared Utoff has dominated the scoreboard, hitting double digits in every game so far this season. The 6'9" senior hit a career-high 26 points against Western Illinois on Monday night and hit 3 three-point field goals in a matter of 80 seconds. Saturday's game at Kinnick Stadium could be the deciding matchup for the West Division of the Big Ten. Woodbury is averaging 8.9 points right now and 6.74 rebounds per game. So eye pokes aside, they're definitely going to need him on Thursday night. That's right, Alec, and not only is this weekend's game going to be a clash between 2 nationally ranked Big Ten teams, but Iowa's going to have to do it without 6 of their players who have contributed to their 6-0 season. The Hawkeyes take to the hardwood this Wednesday evening in a duel that generations of Hawkeye fans have been able to watch. This definitely isn't the first ever Hawkeye Badger meeting, and in this game day preview, I checked out the history of this Midwestern Nice competition. But that's all for tonight in sports. I'll send it back to you guys at the desk. 3 seems to be the magic number for the University of Iowa men's basketball team this season. Not only are the Hawkeyes ranked number 3 in the nation, but they have had a stellar year behind the three-point arc. The black and gold are shooting 41% in three-point field goals, which not only tops the Big Ten, but is the 9th best in the nation. And what is it about this Hawkeye offense that makes these threes look so easy?
Probably better shooters, and people don't really think about it when they go out there. They just play their game, and they come in there, they know their role, and they just do what they do best.
The team now has made 176 threes in their 19 matchups this season, giving them an average of 9.3 three-pointers a game. Head coach Fran McCaffrey claims it's nothing out of the ordinary.
No, we just have better shooters.
The Big Ten leading scorer, Jared Utoff, averages 2.3 triples a game and has made 43 in this season alone.
We just better able to pick and choose our spots, when to shoot, when to not, when to pass. I think we're doing an excellent job this year of making the extra pass, what will be a good shot to a better shot.
In 11 games this season, Iowa has made 10 or more three-point field goals. But while this has helped their team get to number 3 in the league, they are not satisfied.
Can't be satisfied with that. You still have to come up ready to compete every day, get better in practice. You just got to know you have a bullseye on your back now.
As 3 has been the key for this Iowa basketball team, the team hopes to continue progressing their shooting throughout the remainder of the season. From the home of all things Iowa basketball, Carver Hawkeye Arena, I'm Jordan Maloney with Daily Iowan TV Sports. Coming off of a bye week, the Indiana Hoosiers hope to put a stop to Iowa's undefeated season and clinch their first Big Ten win of 2015. But Iowa wide receiver Tavon Smith had different plans. After a targeting call in the second quarter sent Smith to the locker room, his return in the second half was unexpected. With 325 yards this season, Tavon Smith has become a prominent piece to Iowa's winning offense. But the Hawkeye star receiver was slow to get up after a helmet-to-helmet collision. As Smith stumbled to the locker room injured, so did Indiana's T.J. Simmons, but only one of these players would return to the field. Simmons was ejected from the game after the shot against Smith was ruled targeting, but Smith was not about to let one hit slow him down.
It's my senior year. I don't want to be soft about it, so I'm not going to just come out of a game. I'm going to fight through it, and I'm going to do that every week. I mean, CJ did it for 2 weeks. I'm going to do the same.
Despite taking a vicious blow to the helmet, Smith walked away from the illegal play without head injury and was able to return for the second half of battle on the gridiron.
No, there's never anything above the neck at all with him. It was a lower body deal or mid body, I guess. And you're talking about guys playing tough. He came back and played, and he's going to be hurting tomorrow, I can promise you.
The senior receiver fought through the game, helping the Hawkeyes post 35 points in their tight win over the Hoosiers. Tavon Smith and the rest of the Hawkeyes returned to Iowa City with another win in their record book and another reason to keep fighting. From Memorial Stadium, I'm Jordan Maloney with Daily Iowan TV Sports. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Banksfield 9 that day. The score stood 3-2 with 1 inning left to play, and when Jablinski struck out first and Klenovich did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons at the game, for there seemed but little chance of Peyton getting in at all, but Farley let a single drive to the wonderment of them all. Woods came in to run for Luke, and that is when it happened. A wild pitch and the runner leapt, sliding into second. It pounded up the mountain and recoiled up the flat, for Peyton, mighty Peyton, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Peyton's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Peyton's bearing, and a smile lit Peyton's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Peyton at the bat. The sturdy batsman stood close by as the ball quickly sped. "That ain't my style," said Peyton. "Strike one," the umpire said. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Peyton still ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two." They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. And they knew that Peyton wouldn't let the ball go by again. The sneer had fled from Peyton's lips. His teeth were clenched in hate. He pounded with cruel violence, his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it rip. And now the air is shattered by the force of Peyton's foul tip. Oh, somewhere in this favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and little children shout, but there is no joy in Banksfield. Mighty Peyton had fouled out.